Welcome to Tangled Pages. Today, we're diving into the mind-bending journey of Stacy Day, a memoir so swirling and intricate. It reads like someone handed Rory Gilmore a stack of journals and dared her to make sense of them. And speaking of, we're bringing a little Stars Hollow twist to the narrative. Rory, thanks for joining us as our honorary guest narrator.
I am so excited, thank you. If there's one thing I can appreciate, it's an unruly story and a tangled heart, especially when it wanders through memory, trauma, and self-discovery, often in the same paragraph.
So let's set the scene. It's like we're in the middle of a Stars Hollow Town meeting, but instead of Taylor Deuce railing about zoning laws, we're piecing together Stacy's life story, which, let's be honest, is layered like a millefeuille. Where did we start exactly?
We begin with leaving. Or maybe it's returning. Stacy launches her story at this very Gilmorean crossroads, abandoning everything familiar, career, marriage, the whole ivory tower, and then immediately she's on the precipice. She describes the sensation of quitting as standing at the edge of a cliff above a waterfall. But is that waterfall real? Is it a feeling? Or both? She can't say, and neither can we.
I found myself asking, wait, is Stacy the protagonist or the unreliable narrator? Because she admits, right up front, her mind is spinning off its axis. Every memory, every feeling, everything she avoided. Suddenly she's narrating her own collapse and her schizophrenia diagnosis almost in real time.
Exactly. And she's not shy about the chaos. There's this sense of time slipping in and out of clarity, the early days of the pandemic, memories of healthcare, the pressure building, and then pop, her sense of self splinters. She writes to survive, compulsively, journaling every thought, like keeping a log on a sinking ship.
The way she jumps through years, names, Jesse, Jacob, Johnny, Jeff, it's dizzying. I kept waiting for a Gilmore Girls-style pro-con list, but instead it's like every page is a pro, a con, a secret, and a confession all at once.
The relationships feel so raw, so unfinished. There's a Friendsgiving dinner that seems to undo her entire marriage. And then the infamous basement. She loses her virginity to Jesse, who morphs in her mind from flesh and blood to half memory, half invisible muse. The story spins, jumps through high school, family addiction, whispers of abuse and love and betrayal, sometimes within a single sentence, sometimes within a...
For me, the heart of the story is this inherited pain, that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Stacy maps her own mental health struggles as echoes of her mother and grandmother. There's generational weight here, but she doesn't deliver it in a tidy story arc. Instead, it unfurls in circular loops, like she's trying to rewrite her family's ending. She's both child and adult, both victim and survivor. Is that just me, or does it feel that way to you too?
That's exactly it. There's something so honest in the blur. Traumas from childhood, secrets no one wants to name, and yet she blends it with wry humor and reference after reference. Sometimes you're not sure if you're reading her diary or the screenplay to a mind-bending episode of Gilmore Girls.
And then there's her mother, this powerful golden-haired bus driver, the magic school bus of real life, racing through addiction and recovery and raising her fiercely. Stacy's longing for her mother is palpable, especially as she flies home, giving up everything to be with her mom at the end. It's like Lorelai and Rory with the roles reversed, daughter becoming caregiver, all the love and complication of mother-daughter ties.
And running through all of it, there's this tension, the desire for wholeness, for love, for clarity. But the rules keep shifting. Stacy admits, believe nothing, believe everything. That's the rule. There are no rules. It's like she's narrating her breakdown, but also insisting that even this confusion has meaning, if you can just hold still long enough to see the pattern.
I love that she looks for patterns, even in the midst of hallucinations. Pictures start talking, voices echo, and suddenly every memory is suspect, but also essential to understanding her present. She's chasing ghosts, but she's also rebuilding herself, one confession at a time.
If I had to distill it, though Rory Gilmore would say, can we ever really distill life? This book, this story, is about what it takes to find the sun again after years of darkness. To own the chaos, the lost mind, the loved ones gone, and all the tangled, interlocking stories that make someone who they are.
So, would you say the confusion is part of the message? That maybe clarity is overrated?
Absolutely. Stacy's journey may defy narrative logic, but it's a beautifully messy, circular, all-too-human search for healing. In the end, that's something anyone, Gilmore, Day, or otherwise, can relate to.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks, Rory, for joining us in decoding and honestly honoring the whirlwind that is Stacy Day's story.
Thank you. And to everyone listening, it's okay if life doesn't read like neat chapters. Sometimes it's a jumbled stack of journals, but there's still meaning in every page.
And with that, we'll close the book, at least for today. Thanks for joining us on Tangled Pages. Until next time, keep turning those messy pages and maybe, even if it's only in small sunlit moments, you'll find your way home.